Hey my friends, how's it going? It's Ultimus, and for today's video I wanted to talk about a couple things that I thought were worth bringing to your guys' attention to help keep you guys on the edge and keep your characters up to date and make sure that you don't miss out on some very lucrative rewards that are actually very easy to obtain for your character and allow you to continue to progress your character through all of the different avenues that Legion has to offer. For starters, let's talk about this gentleman right here by the name of Archmage Timir, however you pronounce that. He is a mage that once a week he gives you a quest. This is the same mage that last week we were able to get the skirmish event where you had to win 10 skirmishes and you were awarded a token that gave you a butt ton of artifact power, the 1000 honor, as well as some other cool stuff. I believe it was a box with some gear in it, or at least a chance of gear at it. This week, however, he has a quest that gives us 5,000 order resources upon the completion of 20 world quests, which is actually pretty easy, especially considering you're doing at least 4 a day, just to complete your emissary quest for the day. So again, 5 days worth of that, and you're already set. And it is the weekly quest, or the weekend event, I should say, so this goes on for the course of the week. Very similar to the other holidays that go on currently right now. It's also... what's cool about this is also we get our bonus reputation gain, so mix that with that and you're going to have a good time, especially if you're still going after your Exalted with Suramar. So what other quests he'll have to offer, that I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely be checking back with this gentleman here every week, so every Tuesday on reset, depending on what part of the world you live in, but every time basically we get reset of the week and maintenance and all that good stuff. Check back in with Archmage Timir, and we'll be getting all that. We're gonna call him Timar. We're gonna call him Timar the Mage, Archmage Timar. Another thing that you'll want to pay attention to and make sure you keep up with is the world bosses. Now, this particular week it was a wizard by the name of Jim, and you'll find him down here on the Watchers area in Asuna. Basically, fly down there, get all that. I've already done it for the week, so I can't show it to you on the map. And part of doing that quest actually was what sparked the idea for this video. So make sure you keep up to date with what the world bosses are for Legion throughout the course of the expansion. Again, every week you do have a chance at loot, obviously, and as well as other stuff. I unfortunately only got gold this week, even after using a bonus roll on it, so it is what it is. But do make sure you're checking back with this guy and keeping an eye on your map. And on your world quest map, it'll actually tell you, it'll have like the elite border, like you'll see. Oh, let's go here, like very much how we see for the warden stuff, or even some of the dungeon quest, the weekly dungeon quest. But it'll be purple instead. It'll be like, say, danger on it because it's an epic. So keep that in mind. Make sure you don't miss out on those. Also, in case you were unaware, you can go over here to this mage. His name is Archmage Landalak. That's a lot easier to say, oddly enough. And for either garrison resources or gold, you can trade it in for Seals of Fate, which are what you're going to use this expansion for your bonus rolls. So make sure you're cashing in on that if you've got the order resources or the gold to spare for it. So two very useful tips that I found here, two very useful resources I found to help keep me on track with making sure my character stays up to date and making sure I'm not missing out on anything that is actually very easy to obtain, and like especially if you're like in between raids, in between PvP sessions, or whatever, you just got an hour to kill or something like that. This is an easy way to progress your character and also just fill in some time gaps. Now, I do also want to talk about, again, I want to touch a little bit more on this weekly quest. Anything we got going on, the Sign of the Emissary bonus event is World Quest. And so for this week, we have reputation gains increased by 50% from Broken Isles and World Quests. So everything you're doing here, reputation up by 50%. Again, an excellent time to get in. And as we mentioned before, get that Nightfallen rep up to Exalted. I'm getting a little bit behind on my rep. The big one, of course, is the Nightfallen. I do have access to the 2 dungeons from there, so it's not as important anymore, but the Exalted status will be quite nice to unlock my shoulder pads for my Garrison Hall, or my Class Order Hall, whatever you want to call it. The Warrior Place, the Warrior Hangout, the Warrior Corner. So yeah, whatever rep you're looking to finish grinding off, this would be a great week to do that because of the buff to experience. And of course, there are some other items and things that you can stack to increase that a little bit higher. Nice thing about being a human, again, is that we get a little bit of a buff to our reputation gains because of diplomacy, which is quite nice. So we get 60% rep gains, which is, again, great. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Keeping it nice, short, sweet, to the point. But again, some things that I found helpful that I thought would be useful to you guys to again continue progressing your character. It doesn't matter how much time you've got to play. This is one of those things that you can do very easily to feel like you are actually doing something to progress your character along the path. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck on your 20 world quests throughout the week. And everything else that you were after to get your character. Good luck on rolls, on your world boss drops, and everything else. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to leave a comment and or subscribe if you did enjoy it. And I'll catch you next time.